Welcome back, everybody. We have got a killer treat for you guys. A lot of you have been talking about getting Ned on the show, and finally, Ned is here. Hello, Ned.
Oh,
Reds.
Hello, Reds.
Show prep. I do some show prep. What's up?
I've been looking forward to this.
I need a brief timeout. Hang on a second. I'm good. Let's do this.
Oh, that's awesome. Reds, do you want to introduce our guest, since you are the one that pointed me in his direction?
Oh, I worship the ground this guy spits on. All right, so let me give you guys just a brief rundown on who Ned is. Ned is the god of prank calls. Basically, if you want to make someone your bitch and you want to do it in the way of a prank call, Ned is the guy to hire. He has made so many people cry bloody mercy. Like, basically, he has said such wonderful things like donkey dick windshield wipers. That is a true classic. My favorite.
Who else is coming up with donkey dick windshield wipers? Nobody.
Exactly, nobody. And also made a person at the condom factory shit themselves because guess what? There was some unintended pregnancies. All right, so basically, Ned is by far the best guy when it comes to prank calling and making everyone his bitch. Oh, by the way, ownage pranks, you can suck Ned's dick right now. I'm telling you right now. Ned is the man when it comes to prank calls. And no matter what your mood is, he will throw you into an hysterical belly laugh. Just ask Delta Airlines.
All right, I already came. I came, okay? You can stop. Stop. Oh, that was good. Oh, my God.
Oh, this is awesome. Ned, where can people, if people haven't heard of you before, and by the way, if you haven't, you definitely need to check out his calls. They're amazing. Where do you do your prank calls? Where can people find you?
You can find me all over the place. You can find me on the Bubba the Love Sponge show, and you can find me on Twitch at the Bubba Army. You can find me on Twitch, the Cluster F Show. That's where I do my own Saturday night show every Saturday at 9:30 or 10 o'clock. We get our minds right and we get crazy. And you can find me. That's about it. The Bubba Show.
That's excellent.
The Twitch. You can also at official Ned BTLS is my Twitter. At official Ned BTLS.
So, Ned, how long have you been doing prank calls, and what got you started in doing this?
I just like to fuck with people. It's just been it's just a joy of mine to get under people's skin and to aggravate them, and just to make them go nuts over just words. It's a magical power I have, and I just like to do it. I mean, I was doing it for free until and then I've been doing it probably about 30 years, 35 years.
Damn. And Reds, what would you say that your favorite? Maybe Dave can find a clip, and we can let people.
I think he brought up a couple of my favorites. The real doll was definitely. It could be the favorite. The Ned gay retiree, probably the second one. I'm trying to think of any ones that compare to those, because those were some of the best. The Redneck Shop, if you ever heard the Redneck Shop, was pretty good too, because that guy was insane.
He was my favorite part, though. If I had to pick just one part from one of them, I would have to say when you told the lady at the retirement home that you personally thought that everyone was just jealous that you were getting African American ass love every night, and their wives' cooters were rusted shut.
I call it a gift from God. I channel Jesus Christ himself, the inventor of prank phone calls, and he gives me these words, and I spew them forth.
Now,
witnessing for God.
I mean, is that where you're getting your ideas? Like, for example, suggesting that you wanted to bring a white chocolate replica of some dude's penis onto a flight to make sure that it didn't melt, and that the TSA people would basically mistake it for a gun because they're incompetent?
I don't even remember that one.
Delta Airlines. Love it.
I remember. Yeah, now I remember. The Alabama dildo. I like that one. That one. Helicopter donut. Helicopter donut.
The best line that I've heard is the defib. And Dave's getting a clip right now so that we can let's see. Okay, he's got the retirement one. Go towards the middle, Dave.
Are you sure? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things you can't say that you used to be able to say.
We're going to talk about that too here in just a moment. But we've actually go ahead, Reds. I think you were going to say what I was getting ready to say.
Basically, here on the Non-Sequitur show, we have no standards, so it's all cool.
Right. Yeah, we have
zero fit right in. Fit right in. Appreciate
it. Dave, go ahead and play a little bit of retirement.
Now, if I want to point people to the Non-Sequitur show for my vast audience of fans, what do I say? Go check them out on what?
YouTube. It's youtube.com/non-sequitur show.
Hang on, I'm low tech here. youtube.com/ what?
It's NonSequitur show.
All righty. I'll try to get at least 2 people to you, buddy.
Oh, hey, 2 is better than 0.
Trust me, you got to grind. You got to grind.
That's exactly right. Dave, whenever you're ready.
Without being stared at.
Well, excuse me, sir. I'm not into your scene, and I don't think this phone call should really be going on any further.
Listen to me now. If I was to play shuffleboard at Sun City Center and use an 8-foot rubber penis as a pole,
sir,
while my partner lays spread eagle at the other end of the court, and I try to shuffle discs up his ass, would I catch a lot of flack?
I find you to be the most repelling, offensive, disgusting. There is nothing more disgusting to me than old gay people.
Well, I'm going to take that as a compliment. Now, look, this is the kind of prejudice I'm facing. And that's why we need our own place. I mean, we have special needs. I mean, I need an emergency medical team on standby because sometimes when I'm having rough sex with my partner, his prostate falls out.
Well, sir, I suggest to you that you get all your gay people together and start your own medical fund.
Don't you care about the safety of your tenants? I mean, look,
and that's why we're not going to allow you in here. I don't think you should be, imposing your sexual standards on the rest of us.
Well, look, Missy, that's all well and good, but we have special needs. I'm telling you, because if I want my sucked, I have to remove my partner's respirator. And if he can't finish me off in a couple minutes, he goes into defib.
Sir,
last time that happened, he got lockjaw on my penis. And when they put them paddles on his chest, I got such a jolt down my dick. I shit my pants.
I just can't believe that I'm actually still on the line with you. You're flabbergasting me with this bizarre behavior of
God,
you and your type.
You are homo.
Lockjaw is amazing. You know what's funny? That the best line.
Go ahead.
I was just saying. She was saying, there's nothing worse than old gay men.
There's nothing more disgusting than old gay men. I mean, sometimes the caller makes the call because she was so anti-gay, so homophobic. I could just push every button she had.
Yeah.
The fact that these people stay on the phone with you as long as they do, that's the hilarious part. In fact, she even called out, I can't believe I'm still on the phone with you. Yeah, no shit, bitch, but it's fucking hilarious.
I mean, we had good heat going. You got to get their goat. So where they can't hang up. It's just like a Facebook argument nowadays. You can't have any more fun on the phone. You got to do it on fucking Facebook.
Yeah, that's you said before we played the clip that you couldn't do that now. What did you mean by that?
Well, just making fun. I mean, you get us being a gay retirement home and I being a gay man and making some jokes about anal intercourse and dick sucking and stuff. And somewhere somebody's going to be saying you're making fun of gays when actually it's just outrageous, hyperbolic humor to get the ladies goat. And it's just a caricature. Just makes my blood boil. You can't practice your comedic art in this time because you're going to be viewed as a racist when you could be the most non-racist person in the world. It's all about context. And it's all about, I'm not racist against anyone. I'm not homophobic. I'm very progressive as far as all those things. But my humor is dark, evil. I want to use every word in the English language. I want to say fuck you to everybody. I want you to get mad at my humor. I want you to get pissed. But nowadays you can't do it because they want you fired.
Yep. You know, you're well, as let me tell you this, as someone who is gay, I am gay, and I don't find anything that you
I'm
said.
gonna hang up because I hate gays. Oh my God, he's a man. He has an unnatural acts. Oh, he affects my life so much. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but to me, it's not like I understand that I don't get listening to that didn't do anything for me but make me like die laughing. I got no sort of offense from anything like that, but I know exactly what you're talking about because you do these days sort of have to walk that line because if you don't and you say the wrong things or people take you out of context and they have like a 30-second clip of you out of a minute long conversation, then you can definitely be like crucified for that these days.
Well, to actually illustrate that, there was a guy that got really pissed off because some dude wanted to name his street Cow Shit Lane. And so Ned decided to call him, said that, hey, he's got some roads on his private property. He was going to do some street naming of his own. And my favorite one was my grandma's Dead Pussy Place. I love that one. Classic.
I appreciate that.
The guy got so pissed.
I must admit, that's one of my favorites as well.
The guy got so pissed. It was like, oh, you tell me where we'll meet and we'll sell this man to man. Okay, well, you meet me at the corner of You Fucked Your Daddy, You Liked It Boulevard and Suck My Dick Corn. We'll sell this man to man. Love
Reds
that.
literally knows all of your calls by heart, I think.
Fucking me.
So what was it when you decided to do these calls? Right?
You guys are fading in and out. I don't know if that's me, my end, or yours. Just letting you know, I'm not a good technical guy.
You sound great to us, or I can hear you fine.
Okay,
Reds, can you hear me?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you pick out like who you're gonna call? Like when you decide that you're gonna do one of these calls, what goes into like who you choose to call? How do you get the number, and how do you come up with the angle that you're going to be coming from?
It's usually you see something outrageous that you're just like, that's just ridiculous, and you can take either an opposing side or that side and just really just get bizarre with it, and you just try to, then you go in a room and you try to think of different questions and different angles. And then you get them on the phone for like 20 minutes, and then you got to chop it up into like 4 minutes. It's a lot of fun, though. Then you got to fucking get their permission.
Oh, do you? So you had that lady.
Pay. You got people who do anything for $50, man. I'm telling you, $50. And they're like,
can I help you?
Yes.
Lifting their tops.
Dave.
Dave, do we have another one?
Sorry, I was loading and I didn't mean to have the sound on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna play a little bit of the Real Doll one too. People.
I love that one.
Any time index particular, or do you just want me to start?
Go towards the middle.
Okay.
It's Red. Tell Red to stop masturbating.
Yeah, Red.
Dude, I'm on my third round, guys. I don't know about you.
Here we go.
It's good for Reds.
Dark black on front, and then an Asian on the back. So when I'm tired of one race, I could just flip her over and start fucking the other one.
No, sir. We've got to do one or the other. We can do either African or we can do Asian. Which would you prefer on this?
Jeez, I'll take Asian.
You want the Asian?
Yeah.
Okay. How about eyes?
Yes, eyes would be nice. Touch.
Eye color, sir.
Are they realistic? Could I like poke them out?
No, sir.
I'd love a blind woman.
No, sir. They come with eyeballs, and you cannot take the eyes out. They are affixed into the head.
How about blue eyes?
Blue eyes. Hair.
Big hair, big black afro, like Link from the Mod Squad.
We don't have the Link style, sir.
Jesus Christ! So much for my dream woman. What the hell you got?
Well, we've got straight hair, curly hair, long hair, short hair.
Oh, give me the closest to an afro.
Closest to afro. Well, that would be long and curly then.
Jesus Christ! $4,000. Think I could get a f***ing afro?
No link afro, sir.
Okay, let's move on.
Fingernails.
No fingernails.
You have to put something on there, sir.
Whatever, I'll just pull them off with pliers. Don't worry about it.
Pubic hair.
Pubic hair.
Pubic hair.
You ever see Don King's hair?
Yes.
Could you put something like that down there? Sticking out about 5 inches long.
We don't have Don King afro pubic hair, sir. It's curly or it's straight.
Natural curly.
That's so great.
How about the
Okay,
style?
Dave.
We don't have Don King afro pubic hair.
Oh man, that guy was taking it so seriously. Seriously too, like so seriously. No, you can't poke the eye out.
He took it really serious at the end. He took it really serious at the end. It was great. Oh god, he took it really serious at the end because the way that call ends is goes, "Hey, you got one of those dolls that looks like your mom? Because I would really like to fuck her." And that's when the call hung up.
Because I couldn't get her to hang up. I was like, I got to go totally juvenile and sophomore to get this fucker to hang up. And he talked about his fucking mom. I usually don't go there because it's stupid. But he wouldn't fucking hang up.
So you have to. Do you have to call them back after the call's over and ask them for their permission to play?
And this day and age, absolutely.
And have you ever had anybody tell you no?
Unless it's like a telemarketer that calls your house, you can fucking get them all day long. But if you're calling somebody, you either got to tell them they're being recorded, or you got to go back afterwards and say, "Hey, how'd you like to make $50?"
So you have
most I ever paid was $250, and that was it was a really good one. I had to do it.
Which one was that for? Do you remember?
I believe it was Jesus, you going back on a fella. I'm trying to think. It was I think it was something about a bad batch of brownies I ate, and I was on mushrooms or something. It was way out there, but I liked to call and I wanted it, so I was willing to do it.
Nice.
How
many calls would you say that you've done over the years?
Oh God, hundreds. Oh my God, hundreds of calls. My studio here is it's in ruins. I'm revamping it, and I'm gonna get back on the calls because I got some written, some ready to go to just unleash on people. There's a lot, about half of it's spontaneous, and the other half, I got some prepared shit to really fucking get under their skin. So I'm ready to go. I just got to get the studio revamped, and you can look for me on clusterf.com. No, cluster. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out, guys. It's the mushrooms. Twitch.tv clusterf show or twitch.tv the Bubba Army. I'm everywhere, spreading like herpes, boys.
That's there's some people in the chat. Okay, so this is a good question, I think, because we were gonna I wanted to call someone, and somebody made the suggestion in the chat, and Dave can, I think, set this up over Skype if somebody would answer. But there's this group that we've been sort of not really warring with, but they've had an issue with us, and because
podcast wars.
Well, sort of. It's the NIFB. It's the extreme right wing of the Baptist.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, they're. If Dave can find. Let me see. Dave, it renewed on there, so you shouldn't have an issue. You just got to find the number. Maybe towards the end we can see if somebody from the NIFB will pick up and what Ned would say to the NIFB. That would be funny.
And also,
you got to give me something. What are we talking about? What's going on? I'm calling the NMIFYB, whatever the fuck their name is, and what? Just gonna fuck with them. What's their big issue? What's their biggest issue?
Well, okay. Like I said earlier, I'm gay, and their whole thing for the month of June is that they're having a rally in Orlando, Florida, where right near the Pulse nightclub where that shooting happened, and they're having a conference called "Make America Straight Again." And
I got you.
So their issue with me is just the fact that I exist in it.
I mean, I want to think. All right, here's what Ned would do. Ned would call them, pretending to actually be a guy struggling about being gay. He doesn't want to be gay, and he's going to ask them for advice, and then go over some of the things that he has done as a gay man, and basically say, "Well, how do I fix this?" and have them give suggestions.
I doubt they'll answer, but because it's late, but it'll be funny to.
Sure. Red,
it's
I'm
a toll-free number.
That you're trying to throw your ideas down my throat. I've been doing this for 45 years. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm going to go with that. That sounds pretty good to me. It's kind of I'm struggling with my sexuality. I'm fluid.
Ned, it's a fucking honor.
There's nothing wrong with being fluid.
So, but while I try to find that number, like I said, they probably won't answer. But
I got the toll-free number up now, so I can just call it.
Okay.
Well,
yeah. Let's see.
But before we do that, let me just read something. Oh my God, I'm dead. Ned is absolutely amazing. Why haven't I heard of this guy before? I am in literal tears right now. Sexy. Ned, you got fans. You got fans, dude.
Oh, how many fans you got, Ned? A lot. It's an inside joke, sorry.
You do have a lot of fans, Ned. I
got a lot of fans. I'll try to throw some of your way, maybe a smattering. I'll scratch your back.
Yeah.
You toss my salad.
Yeah, I'm very good at that. I hear. I'm very good at
that. That's good to know. It's always good to know. Not that anything's going to happen, but in the back of my mind, one day that might come in handy. That I know that Kyle tosses a mean salad.
File it for later,
David. Let's do this shit.
What are we doing?
Let's see if they answer. We'll go see if the NIFB answers on their toll-free number.
Give me 1 second here.
Sure.
All right.
I hope they answer, please.
If you're inquiring about membership with NFIB, please press 1. If you're a field sales representative and need assistance from sales support, please press 2. If you're calling regarding one of NFIB's special programs and need assistance, please press 3. If you know your party's extension, please press 4. Thank you.
It's not taking it.
Oh, damn it.
Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and someone will return your call.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, what's up? My name is Ned, and I don't know if you guys can help me.
To send this message, press pound or hang up. To play it, 3.
Whoa.
Oh, man, what happened?
That's rude. Their phone system's broken.
Oh, well, I had something for them, but we'll never know.
Well, that you got lucky in IFB. So, Ned, how did you come up with Ned?
The name or the character or everything or?
Yeah, everything. What brought sort of Ned into the limelight? Because it's a genius character, and there must have been.
Well, I was in Iowa and doing prank calls as Ned, and then I came back down to Tampa to work for Bubba the Love Sponge, and I was just in my prank call voice. And he was like, no, well, let's bring Ned to life, and I was like, all right, let's do it. And we developed this rapport like it was real. And then we started believing it ourselves. We're like rubes, man. We don't even look at it with things in between us so we can pretend it's real. But it's that's how it came about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to disappoint you with that shitty story.
Oh, no. You are not a disappointment. And I think
I'm just fucking with you.
There's actually another side to Ned. Now, Ned doesn't only do prank calls; he also has a beautiful singing voice.
Oh, of course, I do it all. I tell stories to the grandkids. I sing, I dance, I do it.
Ned, you sing?
In front of yes, I do sing. Of course, I sing. I'm a multifaceted entertainer.
let's hear a little bit of that.
Oh, what do you want to fucking think? You talking to me, or you gonna play something?
We're talking to you. I want to hear those golden pipes.
Here's some acapella, like out of the blue.
Yeah, Reds will sing with you.
I mean, I could do. I mean, I'm trying to think of something. I mean, you should have let me know. I could have. Oh, I got a million songs. I could have done a song.
I got one. Chicken whore. Chicken whore. Chicken whore.
Chicken whore. Chicken whore.
Yes.
What's you mean a flap or?
Hell yeah.
Whore? What is he talking about? He's not making any sense, Kyle.
That's Reds. That's typical Reds.
I'm trying to think of a see. You ever been somewhere and you have 7,000 things that you do, and they ask you for one thing, and you're like, I don't know one thing I do. Maybe the pre-show prep I did that is causing this short-term memory loss, but I'll come up with something. Let's continue on while I mull this over.
Yeah, and I think I've got the perfect thing to move on to. Since the NIFB didn't answer, I just gave Dave a number. Now, there's also someone else here on YouTube that is I'm gonna let Reds describe him, but Reds, I just gave Dave Brett Keene's number.
Oh my God, no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Brett Keene is the most sorry excuse for a human being that you will ever have the displeasure of speaking with. Basically, he has doxed people. He has worked overtime to get people's channel taken down because he doesn't like what they say. And he has even gone so far as to basically porn bomb other people during live streams so that their channel gets taken down with a community strike. He's just a piece of shit, honestly. He's vile.
So what are we doing?
Well, basically,
we're gonna call him. What's going on?
Yeah, we're gonna call him, but you need to do it as somebody that because he's big into having like theological conversations. He wants to talk about like why you don't believe in something. So
I'd love to talk to him about that.
Yeah,
that's
perfect then. Let's see if we can't get the manatee on.
Oh my God.
Please answer. Oh, please answer, Brett. Please answer, Brett.
State your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Ned.
What's his name?
Dun, dun,
Brett.
Dun, 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 dun.
Good.
Hello, this is Brett Keene. Leave your name and number. If you don't, I won't call back. Make sure that you ask whatever questions you have or put the purpose of your call. If I don't find it interesting enough, you most likely won't get a call back. How about that? God bless.
Oh, what's up, Brett? I just wanted to know why in the Ten Commandments they talk about how you're supposed to treat your slaves, but if there's really a God, he would have said you shouldn't have slaves, and that pretty much disproves the Bible in like 8 seconds. Nice talking to you.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, Brett, that would have been. Listen, let me tell you, that would have been the call of the century if Brett Keene had have answered. Sometime we gotta have you talk to Brett Keene. He is, I'm telling you, he's a trip.
All right, hang on. I got one. Okay, so I just sent David a phone number. Now this is a phone number to a good friend of mine. He actually listens to your calls. I want to see if he'll recognize your voice. And on top of that, he is very, very happy that he just got a new bike. Fuck with him about that.
Hey, who does he know you as? Red?
He knows me as Red, but he knows you. He plays some of your prank calls on my show, so I want to see
if he catches on.
I want to see how long it takes.
All right.
His name is Jared.
I don't think it's gonna take long. He's in the chat, but yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll do it anyway.
Do it.
Yeah, I think Jared's in the chat.
I don't care. Do it. I don't care. Do it.
Who's he talking to me?
Booga, what's your beef?
Hello?
Hello?
Evening, guys.
Is this Jared?
Yes, it is, Ned.
See, he just blew it. I mean, he couldn't even play along.
Nope.
He squashed the whole deal. Way to go, Jared, you fucking asshole. You spoiled everybody's good time, the joke police. Woo, woo. No, just kidding.
Well, you know, the Navy did teach me one thing, and that is how to be an effective asshole.
I think they had to suck a lot of guys' dicks.
That's true, too. I know that from experience with Jared.
Well, only to the people I like, and also not as effectively as the Air Force.
Shut them dogs up!
That could very well be true too.
Damn.
So, yeah. Wow. Ned, what's coming up for you? Like what? What?
Well, you know, in this day and age, I'm like the Lenny Bruce of radio comedy. Nobody, you know, they're all afraid of me. So I got my Twitch.tv Cluster F show deal going on, the Ned Show every Saturday night at 9:30 or 10. And I'm on the Twitch with the Bubba Army, the Bubba Army on Twitch. Other than that, I'm on a couple radio stations, an AM low water deal. Oh, how the mighty have fallen! Oh God!
What do you find the best time to call someone is?
I usually like to call them in the midday. They're starting to get groggy. The morning coffee is worn off. They're hungry. They want lunch. They're irritable. That's when I usually do it, about 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
They got time. They're just killing time till lunch anyway.
And what is like? Have you had anybody that like? What's your most memorable call that you've made? Like, what was the one that sticks out in your mind as being either the craziest or just you couldn't believe?
Oh man, yeah. I'm trying to think, man. You guys put me on the spot. I'm so clueless. We already talked about a couple, and I'm fucking. I'm trying to think of some good ones. Fucking Red probably could throw some out there, and I'll say, yeah, Red, that's the ones.
Yeah, Red stuff. Throw out a couple Reds.
All right. What do you want me to throw out exactly?
Oh, I like it. I remember this slave boat. It was about a TV series about slavery. It was a sitcom about slavery. And I was calling up, and and I did the Love Boat deal, played a bunch of songs. That's a good one.
All right, I'm sending one to David. All right, I'm sending one to David right now. So, David, do me a favor, start that one at 15 seconds in, if you can. This is actually one of my favorite ones.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, geez.
We've got a couple. We got a couple numbers we're going to try too. Some good suggestions in the chat. I think there's a couple more numbers. Go ahead, Red.
Play this for 60 seconds first. Play this for 60 seconds because this is some funny shit right here. All right, so when you're ready, start from 15 seconds, play about a minute in, and just let people have a fucking belly laugh over it.
Really hyping it up?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, here it goes.
Here we go.
Stop addicted to the endo. So stoned, just sit around in limbo. I choose constant intoxication. Sniff fumes when I go to the gas station. Cocaine, the great invigorator. Line it up and chop it with a razor. Got dope, I want you to be my friend. Pick shrooms and we'll trip on psilocybin. Fog so bad, too dense to see ya. Good shit, it must be sense of me. Took a pill so I can fucking rave, man. Now I'm in convulsions on the pavement. Too many perks, I start to mumble. I shit my pants and now I'm humble. 2 roofies now, you cannot wake me. My ass is sore, I think you fucking raped me.
Drugs I love, the pills I pop, the daily buzz, no way can't
Bubba here in California.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's one of my favorites. I performed that live many times.
Oh my god.
I mean, a good example of something that we just did probably 2 years ago that we probably couldn't even do now is we used to have a co-host on the Bubba the Love Sponge show named 25 Cent. He was an African-American gentleman. And we did a duet to the tune of Michael Murray. I don't know who it is. Wildfire. It's an old song. And I changed it to White Power. And the old song's about a horse that breaks out of its stall and runs away and dies or some bullshit like that. And we made it about an African-American horse and a white horse love story. And he played the part of the black horse. And it was called White Power. You couldn't even do that today, I don't think. Both parties were consensual. He thought it was funny. He was African-American. You can't have any fun anymore. Everybody's looking to get offended. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yes, I agree. And let's see. Let's try.
There's people in the chat that are saying we should call our favorite flat earther Nathan Thompson.
Oh my God, no!
Do you know anything about the flat Earth, Ned?
I don't pay a lot of attention to the flat Earth deal, but I know exactly what you know. Well, I think the fucking Earth is flat.
The suggestion is you call him.
What else do
you
you need to know?
Tell him you're a NASA employee and you want to come out with the truth, and then come out as gay. That's the suggestion.
I'd come out as gay.
A gay NASA astronaut.
Yay or what?
It wouldn't be that far of a stretch.
I don't actually have a number to call him on.
Okay, somebody in the chat, send Dave Nathan's number if you have it.
Yep. I also sent the other one to Dave.
I hate that if the NIFB would have answered, that would have been absolutely brilliant.
That would have been hilarious.
We're going for failed phone call number 4, I believe. Here we go.
Yeah. It's one of I was hoping, like, I had it in my head that they would the NIF, like, I thought they would have like a hotline, like, you know how some churches have a like a prayer request line where you can call and talk to someone. Yeah. Now I guarantee you, if we can find we could find a donation, a 24-hour donation.
I want to conversion therapy hotline. I'm turning gay quick.
That's a good idea.
And Ned has experience with this because I do remember the Father Jones prank calls.
Father
Jones.
I think. Hold on, Dave. Dave, get that number from Team Skeptic. I think we got something even better here actually now. Get that number from Team Skeptic.
All right. I got to get up in 6 hours. I'm just letting you know. I want to wrap it up after. I said I got to get up in 6 hours, so we might want to wrap it up after this next deal.
Sure, no problem.
Sounds good.
Just like 4:30 comes early.
Oh yeah, you got in the radio industry. You have to be up like.
Oh yeah, 6 to 10's got to get up. Crack it down before. But I'm here because I care.
And I appreciate it. What else do you do other than the calls? Are you a part of the Bubba the Love Sponge like morning crew, or what's the?
It's it's a lineup. It's basically just a Bubba, a guy named Manson, looks a lot like me, and another guy named Tuttle, and we fucking rock and roll. We're the most aggressive, shocking morning show in the nation, but that's not saying much because everybody's kind of pussy whipped. I think I just offended somebody by saying pussy whipped. And oh God, I gotta go.
I hope so. So on Bubba, while Dave gets this ready, and then we'll let you go because I know you got to get up early.
Actually, unfortunately, it's a Zoom call-in show, and I'm not gonna give him my fucking Zoom. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Team Skeptic. Not giving them my Zoom. That's my Zoom.
That sucks.
Yeah, that does suck. But well,
we got Kent Hovind's number though. I got Kent Hovind's number from Jay Peterson.
Jesus fucking Christ! How low can we go?
Yeah, try it. Let's go. See if we can go 0 for 5. Let's see if we can go 0 for 5 before we close out.
Who are we calling now, you motherfuckers?
Kent Hovind is an evangelist preacher. He was big in the 2000s. He was on TV everywhere. He got sent to prison for 10 years for structuring and not paying taxes. And he recently got out of prison probably 2 years ago. We've had him on here several times. He is very much does not like us now because the debates that we had him on here with, he didn't do too well, and he blames us for that. And so, yeah.
What? I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, I'm fading fast. What do you want me to say?
All right, Dave. One more time. Let's make this one count. One last time,
and then we'll let Ned go to.
It's a quiet caller when you wear an 0 for 5. Don't do it.
Yeah.
It's connecting now.
Connecting now. Here we go.
On Skype.
Hello, this is Kent Hovind. I'm so sorry I didn't take your call. I'll get back with you as quickly as I can. If you leave your name and number and what the call is about. If you need something from my ministry, call 855-DINO, and they can ship you, or tell you information or ship you the materials that you need there. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Jesus God.
Well, Ned, we're gonna let you get some shut eye, but this was phenomenal. Thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with us. It was good to have you on. We'll have to do it during the day so we can connect with somebody on the phone. Actually,
that'd be fucking
hilarious. It was talking to you guys. Thanks for following me, and thanks for doing what you do. I like your points of view. I agree. I'm a libertarian. You know, I don't believe in all that bullshit. It's all a conspiracy to squash the common man. And thanks for having me on, and I'll be talking to you guys on Twitter at least.
Sure, absolutely. And make sure you check out Ned. You said Saturdays on Twitch. And I'll put the link.
Twitch.tv/ClusterF show.
Awesome.
And also Twitch.tv /The Bubba Army. You can find me there 6 to 10 in the morning.
The Bubba Army. I will put those links in the description, so if you're watching this later, you can check Ned out. And Ned, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend. Oh, excellent.
There we go.
Perfect.
I'm low tech, guys.
Love it. Hey, it works, man.
I'm freaking out. Okay, I got it.
Man.
Hey, Ned, thank you so much for being the cause of so many orgasms. It's been real, man.
I don't need to know that.
I'm a man of too much information.
All right, Ned. Take it easy, man.
Take care. See ya.
And I will now move over to Super Chat so that we can close out with those. Reds, how do you feel?
I'm gonna have to clean up after this show. It's everywhere. It's on the walls. It's on the ceiling. It's just everywhere.
He was great, wasn't he?
Oh my God! I need to do laundry now. I need to disinfect everything. Okay, yeah.
He's such a he's got such a I think a good shtick. You know what I mean? Like a good attitude, and I'm a huge fan. I'm glad that you
winning personality. Winning personality. I wish I could be as awesome as that guy.
All right, so we have Kuyasa says, does this mean we can hire Ned to call the NIFB and screw them inside out? We will. I'll reconnect with Ned, and we'll do that during the day when I think people are more apt to answer. And then Johan Roderick says, hashtag Hey Manatee. If we'd have got Brett King to answer, that would have been epic.
That funny as fuck.
Well, Reds, do you want to plug your thing about June 22nd while we're here, and then we'll say goodnight?
Sure thing. So, guys, June 22nd is going to be the Falcon Heavy. We are going to try and live stream the launch from the Nikon P1000 on my channel. For that, I have basically kidnapped the NonSequitur, the guy who's responsible for making all this shit happen, the producer of the NonSequitur show, David. So yeah, Boolienator's going to be kidnapped, and I'm going to take him with me so that we can have a good production for you guys. And when we're actually doing this, we're going to try and do 2 video inputs, one from Astronomy Live's telescope and one from the Nikon P1000. That way we can track this rocket in all of its badassery and glory all the way to orbit, as well as the first stages all the way down to landing. So guys, if you want to see that, subscribe to my channel, and I will be posting updates on Twitter as they come. So with that, thank you very much for everything. It's been absolutely fucking fantastic. And back to you, Kyle.
And somebody in the live chats mentioned Jerry Clower. Now, if people don't know who Jerry Clower is, that guy was he's like an OG prank call guy. And he is unbelievable. He talks about going coon hunting. And it is one of the most hilarious things you will ever hear. So if you can later on, search for Jerry Clower. Oh, back in the, I mean, this goes way back. I remember listening to him on a cassette tape. And he's unbelievably funny. So check out Jerry Clower, and I'll put the links to Ned in the descriptions. If you haven't listened to any of his calls in their entirety, make sure that you do so, because it is absolutely gold. And other than that, we'll see you back here tomorrow, where we will have the Psy Babe and Rational Blonde from Two Girls, One Mic, the Porncast, and they review the dialogue in porn, not the actual intercourse, but they review the parodies and the conversations and stuff that exists in porn. That will be tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. Only. Well, not only on the NonSequitur show, because they've been.
I mean, yeah, you kind of saved yourself there. By the way, request, David. Yeah. Well, when we do the outro, can we do it to the song that I sent you? I think it's only fitting.
Sure.
All right, perfect. So basically, play the whole thing as the outro. I love that. It's only 2 minutes, so it shouldn't be too long.
Let me pull that in here.
Let's play like 45 seconds of it. I don't want to get just in case I don't want to have them content strike.
All right, fine, whatever works.
I don't know if it's
I gotta pull it in here. It's not quite as simple as that to change the
pull outro. It in, tuck it up, and
exactly
flop it out.
Flop it out.
Creeping, I'll be lurking in the shadows. I'll be so still and quiet, just like Terry Schiavo. If I can catch it, I will fuck it. That's my motto. Ned is a great chicken lover. I make their wings go flap flap. Shut the barn door. Flap flap. Roll on the floor. Flap flap. You chicken.
Good night, everyone.
Flap, flap.
Good night.
Oh, flap flap. Fuck 3 or 4. Flap flap. Then fuck some more. Flap flap. You chicken whore. Flap flap. Oh, whoa. I sneak up and grab him by the neck now. Nothing wrong, just loving my pet now. Sexy hen, you know you're getting wet now.